In today's video, I am going to give you 5 reasons why you are not dribbling the basketball better. Let's get down to it. So the biggest reason why we are not necessarily improving our dribbling skills is sometimes a lot of players will only do stationary dribbling. Now, stationary dribbling is fantastic. It's a great way to get coordination. It's a great way to be able to work on your handles and be able to control that ball, learn how to control the ball, things like that. I'm not dinging this. However, if you're doing this an hour a day, let's say, and you're doing different stationary dribbling drills an hour a day, and you're doing this over and over and over again, you're going to get extremely good at dribbling on the spot. Really good. However, when it comes to in-game defenses, when it comes to in-game situations, you're not going to be standing still in one spot saying, hold on defense, let me do my moves. No, their defense is not going to allow you to do that. We need to work on in-game situations. So for example, if we're running, let's say a horns offense with our team, and you want to be able to dribble the basketball better, well, you're not going to be standing out here doing stationary dribbling drills, right? You're not going to be, let's get this as wide as we can. Oh yeah. No, you're going to be calling a horns 1, horns 3, whatever your offense is, and you're going to be running it. So you may be dribbling up with your left hand, horns, and then you're going to use that screen, pull up for that shot. Different things like that. Whatever your in-game offense is calling for, you should be really working on that. And then you should also be on top of that, working on different situations. So as an example, even if you're not a point guard and not handling a press, you should still practice this. You never know what's going to happen in the future. You just may be put into the point guard position and then you wouldn't know what to do. So, for example, we can kind of practice without even having defense on a basketball court. We can visualize there's a defender in front of me, there's a defender beside me. They're forcing me towards the sideline. What is one thing that I can do to not let that trap happen? Well, one thing that we can do is obviously in game, you'd have the ability to, of course, reverse that ball, have it go up the other side or up the middle. You may have other options in game, but if you don't, what you can do is attack that sideline, really quickly pull back, a little bit of an escape dribble, and then attack that middle. We can do this in the half court on the offensive side as well. Let's say we're playing up against, let's say, a 2-3 zone. Let's say a higher 2-3 zone, where you've got this point player as well as the wing coming up trying to trap you. And what can you do in this case if you're getting trapped from either side? Well, again, reverse dribble out and then attack that middle. And we can do this by, you don't even have to set up pylons, but you can just basically attack left side, pull back, reverse, and then attack the middle and pull up for a shot, or maybe a pull up for a mid-range, or maybe attack the rim for a layup, whatever it may be. So the biggest point here is to work on in-game situations as well as obviously those stationary dribbling, but use those when you're warming up. Don't use those as your main source of a ball handling drill. The second issue that I see with a lot of players is they can't transition from dribbling into shooting. They tend to lose the ball, or when they're going from that ball, they don't know the transition into a quick shot. They can't do that in game. In practice, they're okay, but they don't really practice this a lot these days, even with teams. So what I can say is, if you want to be able to do this transition quickly, there's a couple of really good drills that you can run. So you can start this off as a stationary drill where you can spin that ball to yourself, dribble through the legs, hop into getting those feet set, and then up into a shot. This will help you transition into a shot from a dribble. You can also do this dribbling up to your spot as well. So my third point is, we've all seen when Steph Curry does his crosses, we've all seen how he basically looks like he's floating on air. My fourth tip here is for you to be more like Steph Curry and use your foot speed. Now, to do this, what you would be looking at doing is using an agility ladder. There's a ton of these around, you can get them for cheap. You can even use tape on the ground to be able to use an agility ladder. And then from there, you can do different agility ladder moves. And then transition those same moves into when you're dribbling the ball. So do those same agility ladder foot speed drills and then do it when you're dribbling the ball. And that's going to allow you to have a much faster handle, be able to escape those defenders faster, and it's going to overall help you dribble the basketball better. Now my fifth point is you have to keep your defenders guessing. You have to be a very good passer, a very good shooter. You have to have quick, decisive moves, and you need to be able to change your height of your dribble and the width of your dribble. You can dribble shoulder height, and then you can get down low really quick and do a quick move. That's going to really help you make your defender keep guessing. If you're not making your defender guess what you're going to do next, they're going to start trapping you. They're going to start playing extremely tight to you and not allow you to even dribble. If you want to be able to dribble, you have to be able to stretch that defense so that, hey, if you're a good shooter, they're going to play tighter, but they're going to be playing higher, taller, so that they can block your shot. Meanwhile, if you're a really good defender, they're going to be guessing. They might take an extra step back and get lower so that now you could actually do a quick step back move to be able to take that shot. And then if you're a good passer, they need to have their hands out now instead of having their hands up in case you're shooting. That way that you can keep the defender guessing. They're not going to be trapping you knowing that you can't dribble. And then from there, you can run your offense. You can then essentially be on the court longer. Everyone needs to know how to dribble these days. Everyone needs to know how to shoot. Doesn't matter if you're a center or not. So I hope that these tips help you. If you want me to actually break down your shooting form, make sure to go down in the description below. I can do that for you. It's right on my website, and I'll see you guys again next time.